Welcome into another episode of Angels Baseball, Halos in the Infield podcast, post-game, whatever you want to call it. Welcome in, Halo family, as we get the W here at home or on the road, whatever they want to call us, because the doubleheader we lost down in Miami, Florida. It was technically a home game for your Toronto Blue Jays of Anaheim of Los Angeles, Western Hemisphere. So the Blue Jays hosted today and got the loss. The Angels came up with a 6-3 victory thanks to some timely hitting, a nice error over there by Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who got some heat for that. But, hey, it is what it is. They got a nice victory today. Chris Rodriguez struggled a bit. He only threw 68 pitches through 4 innings. I thought he could have went a little longer, but Joe Madden, again, with a quick hook after only 4 innings pitched. 1 run, 6 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Austin Warren came in, 1 inning pitched, but he gave up two runs on 3 hits, 2 strikeouts. The fly ball in center field, I got some messages saying that, if that was Marsh out there, Marsh would have made that play, but unfortunately he did not make the play, being Lagares, and the 2 runs came home on the triple, but they were able to hold it there. And then Guerra came in for an inning and got the hold on. He actually had not a clean inning. He did surrender a walk, but he pitched pretty decent, got a double play and a strikeout. And then Raciel Iglesias things, got an innings pitched, got 2 strikeouts, and got the save. They said Junior Guerra got the victory, but I swear Warren was in there when they had the lead, so he should have got the lead after 5 innings. But for whatever reason, they give Guerra the victory. Matz takes the loss. He falls to 4-2. Guerra goes to 3-2, and Iglesias picks up his 25th save. Justin Upton with a 2-run single in the 3rd inning to give him a 2-0 lead. Simeon, the hopefully future Angel, had a RBI single. And then Iglesias came through on a 2-run error off a pop-up play, which scored the 2 runs to make it 4-1. But then Toronto came back with 2 in the 5th. And then Gosselin had the big 2-run single, Lagares and Ohtani scoring 2 outs. Big clutch. See what happens when you get clutch hitting. You have good base running, you have good clutch hitting. You tend to win ball games, and this is something the Angels haven't done. Their launch angle apparently changes for today. We'll see what happens in Game 2 because, again, this team cannot stay consistent. Right when you think they're on to the right thing, they're stealing bases, their situational hitting is good, they're going first to third, things like that. It seems like the very next game they forget exactly what they were doing. They go back to the shit show that they've been doing all year. But, again, 24 times back at 500. Let's hope that they not return, because Gooby said it after the game. I don't want to return back to 500. Let's stay above 500, and let's start another win streak going here. We got a good chance here in Game 2 coming up against Toronto in just about over an hour, I think, from now, or less. I think it's less. They get back on the field, and the Angels will be the home team, and then we start the official 3-game series with the Toronto Blue Jays. So let's get into some of the questions and stuff that people are popping on. Not too many people at the stadium either today. Only 4,000 in attendance. AKA Steven says, yes, I love this show. Thank you so much. He says, I'm a big fan. There you go. They play today. Yes, they do. They play another one coming up here. Keith says, 2 ToddFox shows in one day. Let's see if he won't be bipolar at the end of the night. That could be, because that's what usually happens in these doubleheaders. It's rare when you have sweeps. Yvette says, finally got that W. Light that baby up. And Drizzle says, Halo Report says, Jay's defense, disaster class. It was today. 7:07, Halo Reports is reporting the game for, just about an hour from now. The tip-off. The first pitch will be there. Yvette also says, or he answered the question there, C-Rod's command wasn't all there today, but 4 innings pitched, not too bad. Halo Report says, if starting pitching doesn't qualify, it's up to the scorekeeper to decide who gets the win. They chose to give it to Guerra. Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know about that in a 7-inning game. So, see, you learn on the go. Halo Reports is good for those tidbits, dude. He knows his stuff. So just a shout out to homeboy over there. Check his page out as well. Let's see. Yvette says no hitting for the fences today, and it makes a difference when a team comes out there and has a good approach to the plate and is not trying to just launch angle. Good things happen. You work walks, you go first to third, you get stolen bases, like Ohtani going to second base on that stolen base. He doesn't score if he doesn't take that base. Maybe they gave it to him because they were thinking there's 2 outs, but then the Goose still has to do his job, and it's good situational hitting. He just put it over the shortstop's head into left center field, and good speed scores on that. So good approach to the game. 6 runs scored. This team has a killer record, as Rally Chris always brings up. If they score more than 4 runs, they have a ridiculous record. And unfortunately, they have not scored 4 runs or more in a lot of these baseball games. And speaking of Rally Chris, he checks in over on Twitch. He says Oakland is losing 3-2 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Cleveland, to Cleveland, and if Oakland loses, we win tonight. We're 6.5 games out. I still have some faith in this team until they're officially eliminated. I'm the same way. Rally Chris also says the Twitter is blowing up on Rally Chris that he's not that he's the unofficial mascot. So he wants to keep pumping that out there for all those that are his fans. Let's see. My boy Thomas says I'm happy with the result today, getting the W. And then also, let's see. Yvette also says the Goose was loose today. Jen says, wonder if Walsh is playing in Game 2. I heard it was Tuesday or Wednesday that he could return to the lineup. I think they're being optimistically cautious with him. So we'll have to see how that goes for, the going forward with Walsh, because obviously getting Walsh in the lineup is going to help immensely. Then you don't have to have Goose at third, which again, Goose hasn't done much at third, but he's serviceable. But this isn't. If you're going to say who's going to scare you more, Goose or freaking Walsh, it's obviously Walsh. So hopefully Walsh is in the lineup. And hopefully his bat comes back, because I don't know if it was prior to that, him having the rib cage injury or the side injuries to where he wasn't able to get swings, but his swing was looking pretty terrible before he hit the IL. And speaking of IL, I don't know if it was our training staff up here or the Salt Lake training staff is just as good as ours up here. But if you all remember when we sent Griffin Canning down, he got rocked in his first 2 starts and outings for Salt Lake. I mean, rocked. And then magically he goes on a DL and they're saying he has some back stiffness, right? 2 weeks later, almost 3, the news comes down that Griffin Canning shut down for the year. He has a back fracture. How the hell do you have a back fracture at his age? What the hell is he doing to get one in the first place? I mean, is he allowing sumos to walk on his back, or, because I know they usually get skinnier women to walk on your back and kind of like if you have a tweak or something like that. But did he get someone overweight or a little too heavy to work on his back? Was he in a car accident? Did he like do some unnecessary lifting? No answers, no questions. Just, hey, he's out, and no one questions any of it. No one questions why it took 2 weeks to then give another answer about it. I mean, it's like hangnail. Oh, done for the year. That's what's going to happen to, I think, Trout, too. You're going to see things like that where we might say, oh, well, Trout's ready to come back, and then he's been out over 60 days, and then they're going to be like, oh, no, we're just shutting him down. So wait, you're telling us that he's almost ready, but you keep backing it up, and then, I mean, to me, it seems like this, that the Angels don't have any kind of medical equipment, and they have Medi-Cal. And they're like, okay, well, we need to have Griffin Canning get an x-ray. Oh, okay. We'll put a submission of a referral into your insurance, and in about 2 weeks, you should get an appointment. I mean, that's what it seems like. Why did it take you 2 mother effing weeks to find out homeboy has a fracture in his back? Isn't that something you should see? Isn't that something you should test for? A fracture of any kind in any bone, anything that you have on you, rib cage, whatever, just ask our boy James that does a pregame show. He felt his fractured ribs. You feel that, whether you're breathing, moving, whatever. Why is Griffin Canning not being prioritized? A fracture is a fracture. That's going to hurt like a mother. So they should be checking that out. I mean, that's something that's not going to go away with Vicodin or whatever they give him. So they should be like, oh, man, he's still having pain. Let's go check it out. Let's go get an MRI. Why aren't they giving him an MRI? Or if they are, why isn't anyone asking questions saying, well, didn't you give him an MRI? Like, why did it take this long to find out he has a freaking fracture in his back? There's no accountability to this team. The organization, the media does not hold any of these people accountable. And they don't ask questions. And then apparently this organization's totally cool with our training staff screwing up every player that comes in and out of here. And even if they're not screwing them up, they're giving misinformation. I thought Facebook and all these other social media things are tightening up their misinformation. Why aren't we doing it with our own damn team? Why is it that they are able to go out here and say, oh, well, Trout's great. He's feeling better. He's starting to jog a little bit. And then they're like, well, he shut it down, and, they get all of our hopes up. We start thinking, okay, when we get Trout back, we get Walsh back, we get this guy back, we're going to be good. We have an opportunity, we have a chance, we could stay in it. And then all of a sudden they're telling us information that's totally different. Oh, we don't know when Trout's coming back. We don't know this. We don't know that. It's like, wow, really? I mean, name me another organization that has bungling idiots that we do. I mean, you got rid of one bungling idiot, and that was freaking Epler. And I think we're all on board that Messian is like really doing his job. But as far as like the ownership, he's got, and the team president, people like that, they're in charge of the training staff. And this isn't the first year that this has happened. This is several years stacking upon each other of just misinformation, misdiagnosis, and also not taking care of their players. Because a lot of these injuries are avoidable if we do this thing called stretching and we take our vitamins. I mean, like, come on. Some of you guys and girls out there have said multiple times, hey, on the lives, why don't they get yoga instructors? Why don't they do stuff more progressive? Stuff that was progressive in the early 2000s that we're not doing in 2021. Why is that we're so far behind the curve? And yet again, no one from the media is calling any of these people out. They're just like, oh, okay, another injury. Oh, okay, he's, whatever. I don't get it. Why? I mean, it's almost time for the fans to be like on the team about this. Because I was there on opening day, and granted it was only 14,000 fans because of COVID and all that crap. But when they announced the training staff coming out before the players, I booed the shit out of them. There was a few other boos around the stadium, but I booed the shit out of them. And I hope next year we get a campaign going for opening day and we boo the shit out of them. Because this team won't replace them. They have a love affair with that old guy with a beard. And then I forgot the other guy that's a head man now. And that they've been there for multiple years. 2 decades, almost 3. It's time. It's been more than time. This team needs to change. They need a change. Real quick, back to the comments. Rally Chris says, speaking of 4 runs, the Angels are 51-17 when they score 4 runs. That's why the offense needs to get going, especially with this pitching. 4 runs right there, 51-17. That's a great record. I mean, if that's NBA basketball, you're looking at a number 1 seed right there. Let's see. Ryan says, what the F? This is a joke. Upton coming up to bat. There you go, Solar. Todd's rants about the training staff, classic. Thank you, Christopher. Let's see. Let's go back here to some of these comments. I got to get back here. I got to catch up. Sorry, just give me a second. Let's see. Yeah, where's Trout? Trout here saying, well, Trout here, he might be out of the freaking the team for. I mean, I don't know. I mean. T. Goldberg says, good win. Stadium was empty since it hasn't been this empty in a long time. It was a home game for the Jays. Upton is lazy, Isaiah's World says, so that's not not a fan right there. Grillmaster slandering everybody works in our favor. Or no Grillmaster slandering. T says, entire top level is empty, under 5,000 people. Yeah, there's 4,000 today. T also says, Upton, nice game at the plate, and Goose was loose. Jaime says, why can't the Angels just allow fans to stay for the second game? There was like 13 fans there. Because they have to gain the gate again. They have to send everybody out for about 30 to 40 minutes, and then they bring them right back in, which is kind of stupid, but I feel you on that one. You should be able to stay in your seat. But, yeah, I mean, there's tickets. One of the guys here on Instagram hit me up and said that there's a ticket for $3, the low level, so that's how bad it was. T. Goldberg also says Adele had 3 strikeouts and was working with the count, though, 3 and 2 each time. Still an improvement. It is an improvement because when he had those 3 strikeouts last year, it was 0-2 counts. C-Rod looked promising again against one of the best offenses. Yes, he did. Jaime also says Madden loves to make things interesting. It's like he's purposely trying to blow leads. Why did he take Rodriguez out? Doesn't make any sense with only 68 pitches in 4 innings, and especially in a doubleheader. You don't want to use your bullpen more than you have to. Rendon told him now how to quit. Trout here says broke his back like Mike Tyson. Jen says, yeah, that's crazy, huh? All of a sudden you have a broken back. That's crazy. And Iglesias is huge, and we would be way under 500 without him easily. I agree right there. What happened to Steve Cishek? Steve Cishek, can't even say his name. He's on the bereavement list. Apparently someone in his family passed away, so prayers for him on that. Jaime says, get Mark Langston on TV. He was actually criticizing Madden's decision to take Rodriguez out. I would love to get him, but with the announcers like that, we kind of got to get them at the end of the season. So we'll see what we can get. Not True says the Angels are on Obamacare. It makes sense because they have to have referrals for everything. That's why it takes 2 extra weeks to find out what actually happened. No goose slander today. Well, at least for now, he must give Madden great tuggies to continuously bat third and fourth. I don't know of anyone with his caliber that should be batting third or fourth, really. Let's see, Chris versus laughing in the middle of the grocery store. How's your son doing, by the way, man? He's cute on Facebook, by the way. That was I know Christopher Hall for a long time. His son is adorable. We're going to take 3 out of 4 from the Jays. Book it now, Rally Chris says. Solar also says our team needs to be sold. And then let's see, Nancy says, I wish Rodriguez got the win. Yeah, one more win, he should have got it right there. He really should have. Isaiah says Madden was about to put Junior Guerrero. He did put him in there in the sixth inning. Trotter here says, where have the training staff like Mike Tyson? Did he get knocked out by Buster Douglas using a rubber glove or with an ice pack? I don't know. Isaiah's World says, didn't mean to send that. Oh, that's okay, man. Let's see. Nathan says, 2 post-game shows in one night. Looks like it, buddy. Grillmaster says, hey, everybody, back home finally from Mexico. Yvette's happy about that. We actually beat the Jays. Let's do it again. Nick Tukulin says, why not go live after we get the dub later? Yeah, I'm gonna go live later, but it would have been a little bit better to just do 2 quick shows. I'm going to go after as well. And this one's only going to be like 30 minutes. So what a strange world we live in. Junior Guerra gets a win. How did he have 3? That's what I'm saying. Alex also says, I don't know why Chris didn't stay in, bro. I don't know either. He should have pitched another inning. 68 pitches. And again, if you look at his numbers, 42 of those were strikes. So it's not like he was just walking everybody under the sun. He only had 2 walks in the game. So 4 innings for a guy when you want to get as much as you can out of a doubleheader doesn't make any sense, because I remember I went to a Twins doubleheader earlier in the season, and Cobb went out there and stayed in basically almost the whole game. I think Madden did something stupid. He pulled him with like 1 out left in the 6th inning or the 7th inning, so he could have got a complete game, but he took him out for a reliever. So whatever. That's our fearless leader. Shouldn't have been that close. Alex says, I agree. Grillmaster says, Griffin Canning's injury, a literal backbreaker. The wrong time for it to happen. Alex said, how about us snagging JB from the A's? I would love that. That would be nice. And also, Ben Boom was now a part of the what team did he went to the Dodgers. See, we need a win in the next game. Thomas says, yes, it would be nice to pick up a game and a half in the standings if we possibly could. Nancy also says, Langston was spot on about Madden today. That's true. Boston just buttercupped the winning to Tampa Bay. Boston is 2-8 in the last 10 games. Might miss the playoffs. They're falling out of it. The Yankees are catching up. The divisions are getting tight. Chicago actually got slapped in the face by Milwaukee, but I still think they're the class of the Central. Watch out for Milwaukee in the National League. I think that's a team that can take out anybody in the West. I think nobody's giving them any credit, but their pitching is a lot better than advertised, and I think you're getting too much hype down in San Diego. The Giants are flying under the radar, even though they continue to lead that division, and the Dodgers are just trying to win a title with money. They're not really, they're just trying to throw money at everybody. And I'm surprised, and they're even, taking our trash, which is Pujols. See, will Papa Fox make any other appearances? Yeah, I want to bring him on again, like once a month. He's, by the way, I really appreciate everyone's nice comments and everything that we got and the questions and everything, because my dad was happy for and he's still happy since we put up we put it on YouTube if you want to check it out. He had a great time, and he was like, yeah, I watched the replay and it came out pretty good. And he was real happy about it. He's like, it's something new. He goes, I really had a good time. So I think I'm going to get him on here again. I might have him on for a post game or just another live again when we're talking baseball, because he had a wonderful time. I got to get his train pictures up too. And by the way, if you're planning on coming to the tailgate on Saturday, just keep in mind due to COVID restrictions, not the 5K, but COVID restrictions, they've been doing this all year. T told me about it, and I posted about it too. If you're planning on coming, it's only going to be from 3:30 to 6, but we're still honoring almost everything we're doing, except I think we're not going to do cornhole, and we're not going to do one other thing, but we're going to be raffling off jerseys, hats for the kids, and then also we're going to have food, music, and a few other things. So please come out, bring your families, have a good time. Food's on us. If you want to bring a side dish that is we really would appreciate that to help stretch the food out. And also, if you have drinks or paper plates, things like that, get with us. That would be really nice to just have a nice potluck. But for the most part, the meats and the main courses, I'm taking care of along with the rest of the group. We're all going to take care of this as a page. And we just want to show our appreciation for all you fans. Look, if you can't get to the game versus the Astros, just come out and hang out with us. Whether walk in, don't pay parking because we'll be under the A, or just come out and hang out with us for a couple hours, and it'll just be really fun. So there it is with that. Let's see, get some more comments here. Solar says, I really think the World Series is going to be Brewers versus Angels. Just kidding. White Sox versus Angels. I think so. Let's see, Dad was happy about the game, Chris. Let's see, Nancy also says, I have some Angel hats I want to donate to the tailgate. Oh, that'd be great, Nancy. That'd be really nice of you to do that, and that'd be fun, too, to give away. Let's see. Also, Chase says, greetings, Todd. Jaime says, if they pitch a no-hitter in 7 innings, should it count in your opinion? It's happened a few times, and they didn't count it. I think as far as baseball standards, as real new fans would say yes, it should count. But I think your old farts, they want to keep to the ancient times of baseball, and so that's why it's not going to count. So it kind of sucks. I would go for it too. I would go for the 7 innings. Look, 7 innings of no hit ball is still a hell of if a guy gives up a run in the 8th inning or a hit in the 8th inning, but he hadn't allowed anything, that's still a beautiful start in my opinion. So you should get credit for that, because it's not the pitcher's fault, because maybe the pitcher could have went another 2 innings, but because of the restriction in the doubleheader, you can't. So I was hoping to be Wendelken if we can get him, or if we can get Wendelken. Okay, we'll see if we can get him, dude. Let's see. I already answered that one. Correa is going to be a Halo, by the way, in 2022. Alex says, I hope so. I do like him. I know a lot of Angel fans are biased, or they don't like him because of his history, but I wouldn't mind him as shortstop. I wouldn't mind Simeon as well. Trouta here also says, glad he had a good time. We did too. Thank you so much. I said, I wish I had picked up Springer, Chase says. Jaime says, if they pitch a no-hitter in 7, I already read that one. And then how many people are confirmed going to the tailgate? As of right now, I think it's like around like 60, maybe a little more. So I'm banking on about 100. So I'll have enough food. And then as far as the other tailgates, I don't know who they're bringing, but it should be a good number too. So I'm hoping there's between 200 to 300 between the other groups, and we could just do a big thing. Because they're doing their Halo Nation and Calling All Angels, which Calling All Angels is like a sister page of us. They're really cool with us. They're doing their own festivities too, and then so is what do you call it? Halo Nation. So we're just all going to be there, and then you could just go from page to page or just check us all out. So it should be pretty good. I give someone my Rally Chris power for the game this Saturday since I won't be there. That's Rally Chris. Let's see. Chase also said, I don't care about Correa's past history. He's a good player. There you go. And I would take that too. So it's going to be interesting the offseason. Obviously, there's a hole at shortstop, and because there's a really good consensus that we are not going to have our boy back, Iglesias. A lot of Angel fans don't think that it's going to work out. And a lot of people have been disappointed by his sporadic errors, like his throw home the other day, which if he throws a perfect strike, the guy's out by a country mile. He lobbed it. Sometimes he throws the ball too low and it gets away at first base, or, he messes up a ball. This is a guy who had I think something around a 98%, infielder rating, but it's been the lowest of his career this year. He does make sparkling plays, but I think what's turned Angel fans off more than his play in the infield is he just swings. He doesn't take too many pitches, and when he does, they're down the middle. And it's there's really no common goal. He doesn't work the counts. He pops up a lot. He's not that clutch with runners in scoring position. His numbers would be a lot higher because he does with no runners on. He's hitting something like 330. But when there's runners in scoring position, his average dips. So I think that's the thing that frustrates Angels players. Whereas you look at Marcus Simeon, he's an all-star again. He has 20 some odd home runs at short. So there's other guys, Correa, you can go for as well. We'll just have to see. Quickly, let's get into the lineup real quick before I get back to some more comments. For Game 2, the lineup looks like this. It's George Springer leading off, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Batting second. Then you got Marcus Simeon third, Bichette fourth, Hernandez fifth, Kirk at catcher at 6, Gurriel at 7, Grichuk at 8, and Espinal at 9. Their starting pitcher for this afternoon's game is Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? I had it. I had it. I had it. Where did it go? Starting pitcher, starting pitcher, starting pitcher. Ross Stripling. So the guy that we could have got last year for Renifo, and we could have also picked up Peterson. Ross Stripling is starting for the Blue Jays today. He is 5-6 with a 4.43 ERA, 91 innings pitched, 91 strikeouts, so about a strikeout an inning. He's given up 19 home runs. So in a day/night game, or maybe a night evening game, dry weather, could be a chance to hit a couple home runs off of him. Jose Suarez gets the start for the Angels. He's 5-4 with a sparkling ERA of 3.60, a WHIP of 1.22. In 50 innings pitched, he's given up 47 strikeouts, 7 home runs, and 19 walks. He's been very, very consistent for the Angels. The Angels lineup looks like this. It's actually Shohei Ohtani at leadoff spot. So Shohei Ohtani will be leading off. David Fletcher at number 2. Phil Gosselin again gets the 3rd spot. Let's see. Eaton takes 4, which is weird. Iglesias will bat 5th. Marsh 6th. Lagares 7th. 8th is Suzuki. And 9th is Mayfield. So no Adele and no Walsh in this game. In game 2. So we'll see how that lineup looks. I don't like Suzuki. That stands out to me, along with Eaton batting 4th and Gosselin batting 3rd. That's a little weird to me, but hopefully Walsh can get off the snide. He's 10 for 65. We all want to see him do better. He seems to be a year behind the process. He's batting only 154. So let me get into some more of these comments right here. Let's see. Solar says, I love Correa. Love to see him at shortstop as a halo. ToddFox will be the rally fox for that game. Oh, he gave me the powers. I can feel it. I can feel it. I'm going to use it for Saturday. Let's see. Let's go back here to some of the comments here. Let's see. Lewis says, who should the Angels sign in 2022? It's a little early for that, but we will definitely, bro, Lewis, we will get into a whole free agent list once the offseason starts, once we do some playoff shows and stuff like that. But we're going to do a definite wish list, Christmas list, whatever you want to call it, of players that we want to add to this team. Roel says Adam Eaton replaces Joe Adele. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? That is Madden, for whatever reason, thinking that Adele is like 40 years old and needs to take the second half off of a doubleheader and put in Adam Eaton, which he's trying to go versus the numbers, right-handed versus lefty. But I don't know. I think I would let him go out there, get some more at-bats. I mean, Adele, he went 0 for 4, but like some other people said earlier, 3 strikeouts. But T said that he worked 3 and 2 counts. So what's the problem with throwing him back out there again? But we'll see. I mean, I would have put him in the lineup. Lagares already played game 1. I think I would have swapped him out for Lagares. But no, they're going to go with Lagares in left field, Marsh in center field. So I don't know. Chase says sign Correa or Story. Those are 2 definite shortstops that will be available. I think Ohtani needed a change in the order. He's got one today at leadoff. Gosselin gave Madden a tuggy in between games, so he's ready to play again. Rick Guzman says, oh, my God. And then let's see. Kurt Suzuki says, sorry, I have to play. Stassi just needed the second game off. Kurt, you need to tell him that, bring up Theis. Have him catch something. Let's see. What's his name? Sean says Correa is an Angels killer, so it would be good to bring him over to the Angels. Laugh out loud at the lineup. And Drizzle says, Chase says we should buy Todd a furry outfit, Rally Furry. Yeah, if I'm the Rally Fox, I'd be like, come on, guys, touch me for good luck. No, I don't want to do that. And Drizzle says, exactly, get the young players more at bats. Chase says Adele has been working counts like crazy and has hit balls hard, just needs more at bats. Exactly. The home runs are going to come. I think last year that's all he was trying. And he had a few home runs last year, but I think the home runs are going to come the more he's making contact. Chase, I think you've said it before. A lot of Angels fans have said it before. He just needs more at bats, like you said. He needs to see more pitches. And he'll get used to it, and he'll start raking like he was in AAA. I don't think he's a 4-way player where he's just going to come up here like a Theis and shit the bed and then go back down, tear it up, come up here and shit the bed, Brandon Wood style. I think eventually Adele's going to get it going. We'll see more of his hitting start to come to fruition. I'm predicting either early September or mid-September towards the latter part of the season when it's ending almost, Adele will find his home run swing and we'll start seeing a little flurry at the end of the season, hopefully leading into next season with a full spring training with the Angels and maybe a guaranteed roster spot. That's what I'm hoping for Adele, because it looks like they're not going to trade him unless something crazy happens in the offseason. I'm pretty sure Adele will be part of the 2022 Angels lineup next year. Kurt Suzuki, again checking in before he plays today, says, sorry, Joe Madden really likes my leadership. I will start telling the other players to go F themselves so I can be released. Well, you know what you need to do, Kurt? You need to really piss off Ohtani, because I think that's what's kept you on the team. Ohtani likes you a lot. So if you want to get off the roster, you need to piss him off. That's how that works. So thank you again for everyone joining for the abbreviated post-game show. I'll be on again for Game 2 as Jose Suarez and Ross Stripling will start throwing the ball around in about another half hour or so. So hopefully there's more than 4,000 fans there. It was kind of hard on a work day and everything else like that. And let's see. Sean says, what did Langston say about or say Nancy to oh no, he didn't say nothing to me, but he criticized Nancy was saying he was criticizing Madden's decisions. And so for us to get him on the page. So at some point, we're trying to get we got some more interviews lined up, but I know we've reached out to Gooby. Gooby won't be able to do it till the off season. And it doesn't look like we're going to get Langston either till off season. I'm trying to get him and Chuck Finley. Chuck Finley is an all-time Angel to me, and so is Tim Salmon. Getting those kind of guys on a podcast and being able to have maybe a live to where you guys can ask questions is the ultimate goal. So that's what we're shooting for, and hopefully that can come up here in the offseason. Their schedules are just way too hard to book any of them right now. But yeah, we're definitely going to be putting the word out to players like that, and we definitely got some good stuff coming up for the offseason as well. Let's see, last couple here. Lewis says, can this team ever catch a break with all those damn injuries? Not if the training staff keeps misdiagnosing them and using Obamacare, like Not True says, then yeah, we're pretty much screwed. Rally Todd will get the Angels the victory on Saturday. I'm calling it now. He's gonna give me his powers that night. See, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I reached out to Alex Curry. Well, yeah, that's the other one. I think we can get some all-time Angels greats before we get Alex Curry. That chick, I don't know, man. She is one of probably the hardest ones to get even a response from. So that would be an ultimate goal right there. I think if we can somehow get her, then I think we've arrived. It's not even talking about like, I think we can get Vladimir Guerrero to talk English before we get, I think we can get him to talk English in a podcast before we can get Alex Curry to give us 2 minutes of her time. So that's how much I view her as an, unreachable guest. But go ahead, Rally Chris, keep doing it. We'll see what happens. So anyway, thanks for everyone tuning in. Check it out. Remember, August 14th, I'll bring it up again on the Game 2 post game about being there at a certain time. Because again, COVID restrictions has screwed us over. We had to cancel a few things that we're doing, but trust me, there will be jersey giveaways, and there will be hats given out to the kids, and Nancy's gonna be donating something too, and some hats, which is really nice. And we're going to have food. And like I said, it's a potluck, so bring your family. If you want to bring a dish, cool. If you don't, that's cool. If you want to drink, do it in your car or like out of the back trunk. Keep it right there close to you with a red Solo cup, and you should be good. There shouldn't be too many police around because it's not going to be a fully loaded game. But still, you want to be mindful. You don't want to get a ticket. But most part, they don't come around there too often, and usually everyone gives everyone a heads up when there is one cop or so coming through the area. So I'm just giving you that because obviously it's a lot cheaper to drink during a tailgate, have a good time, and shoot the crapper with everyone else there than to go inside and pay $18 for a tall can or $14. It's pretty expensive inside. So yeah, if you can, but most people, I'd say 99.9% people get away with it, and it's fine. So just have a good time and come out there, and we're gonna be grilling up some stuff. If you guys have freaking ideas for something that you want food wise, I'm gonna look into it because I'm not going shopping for all that stuff till early Saturday morning. I'm going to a wholesale warehouse where restaurants buy their stuff. I'm going over there. I got a hookup over there, and I'm gonna go get the stuff for us. And the Halo's infield page is providing the food for you guys, for you to enjoy and to have a good time. So spread the word, bring the fam, enjoy yourselves at an Angels game or just at the tailgate if you don't want to stay for the game, because the Trash Trolls are playing the Angels. The tickets are super cheap. So there's a lot still available. So check it out. So yeah, let's see. Sean wants on, or let's see. Oh yeah, the merch. Check out our merch too on the page. Again, check out halosintheinfield.com. We got a lot of cool stuff over there. A lot of proceeds going to the players down in minors who are getting screwed over. We're going to be sending some funds and some food to the 66ers at some point before the end of the season. So there you go. So without